Student with a loaded gun in a backpack. Two more plotted to blow up the school. A teen attacked at a teacher in a classroom with a knife. These are stories we have covered recently that show how important the issue of school safety is. We learned that Senator David Perdue, who's up for re-election, of course, was unveiling his plan to keep students safe. But when Faith Abube asked Perdue's team for access to that event, 11 Alive was denied. Faith, that brings up an important example here of the process of gathering balanced information.
Yeah, and in this case, from an elected official paid by taxpayers touring a public school, discussing the safety of our kids and policy he plans to introduce to address it. It's a topic we all care about, especially with all the recent mass shootings, right? So when we found out Senator David Perdue was planning to visit the metro area, we reached out to his office to get the specific time in the school so we can share the policy discussion with you at home. His office said, no, thank you. We already promised an exclusive to a reporter we work with regularly at another local station. Sorry, but no thanks. But to reiterate here, this wasn't a private fundraiser. It wasn't a private location. It was a school, and it was about a school safety policy. It was a discussion about that, and an elected official was denying the media equal access to cover it. So we pushed back, and they said no, school is in session, and that they want to limit any disruptions to classes, and they were only allowing friendly reporters to cover it. Well, normally in a situation like this, the team organizing the event offers pool coverage, and that's when media outlets agree that one of them will cover the event and then share the unedited footage with the others. For example, we do this when the president surveys tornado damage or when we're covering major court cases, right? But Perdue's office refused that option as well and said they'll send us quotes and videos once they're over with the visit. And they just did that with no details about the legislation. This picture behind me here is from that event today they sent to us from their press office. Our senator is talking about school safety and legislation he plans to file that will affect kids' safety, and we don't have the opportunity to ask him questions about it as journalists. He would rather we just take what he says and publish it as is, and that's not how we serve our viewers here.
Yeah, without any chance to ask about the specific legislation or have access to information, balanced information, that's really the crux about a public safety issue. A lot of people have been talking about this throughout the day, Faith, because you posted something about it early this morning about the process.
Yes, and when I posted it, a lot of comments were coming in, and Mark was one of them. Mark wrote, Senator David Perdue is paid by taxpayer dollars. Every media organization should have access. This isn't an oligarchy. Something has to change. We also heard from Aaron. Aaron says that our elected representatives have no right to deny legitimate media outlets access to policy-related events. Georgia residents have a vested interest in knowing what their senator has to say about public safety, and that's exactly what we're talking about here. This is something that affects kids and their safety here in the metro area, and that's exactly what we wanted information on, and we couldn't get in. But as soon as we find information about the legislation, of course, we'll bring you details.
Yeah, I know you're going to keep asking for that access, and when we get it, we'll pass it along. Faith, thank you.